Disclaimer for entertainment purposes only.
Hey guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I'm going to do is hold each deck up to the camera for you to see if it's resonating with you, starting with deck number 1. Could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Or is it in deck number 2? Could your story and message be here in deck number 2? Or could it be deck number 3? Could your story and message be here in deck number 3? Alright, so I hope you have made your selection, and we'll go ahead and begin with deck number 1. We have the Father, the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, overall energy, the Three of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Six of Wands. All right, so I feel like in a love situation, there could be something suspicious going on. It seems like maybe you're trying to take your power back. Maybe because you don't trust your partner or trust a friend. And I do feel that at some point, maybe someone was doing something for attention, or they weren't getting something at home, so they went looking for it, or that is why somebody shows up. So it also could be you, like you, if you aren't getting what you need at home, you could be trying to find it outside the home. Maybe there's someone who's been giving you like a lot of attention or flirting. If you're aware that someone is in a relationship and you're like, but I don't understand why they're always calling me, or why they always want to know what I'm up to, or why they always watching me, I feel like it's because they like the attention that you give to them. So it's likely that someone is wanting to stay in your circle or remain friends so that they can, reach out to you whenever they feel like they need something. They need something that they're not getting at home. So yeah, there is a strong possibility that somebody is in a relationship, but just kind of like seeking outside the relationship for attention. Now, there also could be something going on with like a baby's father, or something in regards to giving birth, or suspicions about someone being pregnant. Maybe you're worried that someone has a secret. If you are in a relationship that's just now, like you guys have been having problems, but you're trying to fix things, I do feel that certain things are still being withheld. Like someone maybe doesn't know how to tell you something because they're like, no, that might make them not trust me or not want to work on a relationship, so I'm not going to tell them. So I feel like someone is guilty about something, but they're not talking about it. It also could be, your feelings. Like maybe there are some things that you did you don't want to tell your partner if you guys are currently trying to fix the relationship. I feel like you could be dealing with family issues as well. Maybe your family, you're helping your family out in some way, or maybe your family is giving you anxiety, or you feel trapped by your family or obligated. I feel like someone is just like overwhelmed. Something is giving you anxiety. You also could be in denial of something. It really does seem like maybe someone is holding on to a relationship more so out of fear, but someone isn't getting what they want. They're like, my needs aren't being fulfilled, or something's lacking. Now, it could also be that the relationship is fine, but somebody is sick. Maybe you're having to take care of someone. It does seem like maybe someone is suffering from some sort of illness, whether it's emotional, mental, or physical. Now, your intuition may be trying to tell you something, but I feel like you're not really trusting it. But at some point, you kind of say, maybe I do need to listen to what my intuition is saying, especially if you're suspicious of something. In regards to social media, I feel like maybe you're suspicious of someone who follows you. Could be a fire sign or a water sign, but I kind of feel like there's suspicion about this person. Not sure what, but it kind of feels like maybe this person is watching you, or you're not 100% sure that you can trust this person. Now, you might feel some kind of uneasiness because someone is keeping tabs or observing you, and it's making you feel uncomfortable in some way, like you can sense it. Maybe it feels like someone is manipulating your thoughts, and you're having a hard time letting go of someone or the idea of someone, and it could be because of that they're manipulating your thoughts. In regards to spirituality, I kind of feel like someone's father is lingering. Someone's father seems to be protective or overprotective. It also could be that your spiritual gift is the way you're aware, your body makes you aware that a spirit is near, is giving you anxiety. Like maybe that's how it manifests. Every time you start to have some kind of jitters or something, that is, your higher self letting you know that spirit is around, somebody is around. So it doesn't hurt to always like cleanse your space if need be. I feel that there's also a very stubborn energy around you. Somebody wants to do things on their terms. So there could be someone who is, someone definitely could be obsessed, borderline stalking. There could also be some kind of gang stalking going on. But I feel like it's at the command of someone. They're like, do this. And so they do it. Definitely seems to be some sort of fire energy. And then the other thing could be like, it could be just like overprotection. Like someone is constantly having someone watch over you. So someone also is maybe mean-spirited around you, especially someone's father. Someone's father might be mean-spirited or even racist. So something also could have been revealed to you in a dream. I don't know if your dreams tried to reveal to you something about an enemy. There could also be some issues with authority. It's weird because if you are having issues with authority, I feel like at some point you and this authoritative figure were close, but now there's resistance and distance between you and this person. I'm also getting that someone could be envious. Someone might be sharing some sort of information. I feel like somebody is trying to express themselves wholeheartedly, but also could, in a sense, come off offensive. Somebody is not getting what they want. I just keep getting that. Something might be like a facade. It's an illusion. Someone may be posting happy pictures of a relationship, but they're not really happy. That's just for show. I feel like somebody is also going to therapy, but in a sense, like resistant towards it, or is having a hard time adjusting to going to therapy or counseling. If you're in a relationship and your relationship is fine, I just still feel like maybe there's a family member who doesn't approve. There could also be an issue with someone's dream job. I feel like someone is being blocked from something. If not blocked, then someone is envious of the fact that you have their dream job. So it's possible that either you can't stop thinking about an earth sign or they can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, I feel like the reason why you still feel stuck by an energy could be because someone is lurking or keeping tabs or interacting with you in some way. Someone is trying to uphold an illusion. So this could also be one of those situations where, you know, someone is held back because of a relationship, but they want to be together with you, or they at least want to establish a friendship or make it so that you guys can talk, but the relationship is a factor. I kind of feel like somebody is lying to themselves when they say they can be friends with somebody, because I feel like feelings will develop. And then I feel like ultimately somebody is not going to get what they deserve. It's going to be one-sided. Hold on one second. Man, I feel like somebody is feeling sick. I feel like somebody is wanting to talk, but they're like being rejected. I mean, health-wise, make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because there could be something going on where, you know, you're just not feeling well, and it seems like somebody might be trying to heal. There could also be some sort of fertility issues. Someone is also coming off like, I don't know, they feel rejected, or like their ego is bruised because you're at peace without them. Financially, there could be some issues going on. Financially, you might feel like you're not making enough and maybe thinking about leaving. You might consider doing something part-time. Yeah, you might end up having to do something you don't really want to do. In regards to your abilities or gifts, I feel like you're doubting your abilities. Your doubts are getting in your way. I feel like there's confirmation of what you're able to do, but you still are having a hard time believing in yourself. Overall, though, I feel like you're needing to trust your intuition. You also might be thinking that you're crazy. I do feel like someone is doing some sort of candle magic. Somebody is either doing that to cause confusion, or someone is doing it because they are trying to attract you. All right, so let's move on to deck number 2. You have 5 of Swords, Princess of Disc, 8 of Wands, the High Priestess, Death, overall energy, the Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, and Prince of Swords. All right, so overall energy, I feel like you are trying to practice some sort of self-love, self-care, words of affirmation. But I feel that you're being attacked. I feel like somebody is doing some sort of, sending some sort of evil eye to you. I feel like maybe you're trying to also purify or protect yourself from your enemies. You could be having a lot of eye issues, whether it's dryness or itchiness. For some of you, it could be, a medical condition, or, just something that you need to take care of. But I feel like spiritually, someone is trying to spite you or hex you. I feel like there are new opportunities, or there is some sort of new opportunity being offered to you, but maybe you're suspicious of it. And it does seem as if someone is trying to play mind games. Could be dealing with an air sign, fire sign, or an earth sign. I feel like there is, some sort of miscommunication or blockages in communication or distance. I just feel that someone is saying something, but the communication just seems a little off. You could potentially encounter, what do you call it, like thumb bullies, or people just like behind the scenes, internet bullies, people in the comments saying negative things. That's if you have social media. Saying certain things, and they're saying it through a veil. They're only comfortable saying it because you can't physically see them. You might decide that you're going to either deactivate social media or cut certain people off, block certain people. Yeah. I feel like you're having to make a clean sweep. Yeah, you're throwing certain things away, things that give you bad energy. Now, that could also be something going on in your home, like clearing out clutter, especially if you feel like there's some sort of negative energy attached to it. Spiritually, something just feels like a spiritual attack or war. Um, it just looks like there are spirits saying things to you. It could be that they're trying to warn you or protect you of something. But I feel like there's going to be communication with spirits. Or dreams. Like dreaming about someone who's crossed over. Now it also looks like something could be trying to get your attention, or maybe something is trying to, like your spirit guides are trying to get you to look at something. It kind of makes me think like when somebody grabs your head and they're like, this way, turn your head this way. Like, I kind of feel like somebody's trying to get you to see something. I'm hearing Morse code. I don't know if someone studies that or if that's what something sounds like, but I'm just hearing like Morse code. Now, you also might come to some sort of realization about something. Maybe you didn't want to see it, but you're being forced to see something or see the truth. Something could be very revealing in regards to an earth sign. Or an earth sign has some sort of revelation in regards to you. Medically, I almost feel like something is needing to be removed, or there is, something that someone needs surgery. I don't know what divination it is when you read like fire flames, but I kind of feel like somebody is looking into that. Now, I also keep hearing, I don't know if I'm hearing the right word, necromancy. I don't know if someone is practicing that or reading a book about it, but I feel like something in regards to the Book of the Dead. There's a strong possibility that someone is like studying something that could be dark. Okay. Now, I kind of feel like there's also distance between two people in love, like maybe something started off warm, and then the next thing you know, they ghosted you, and there's distance between the two of you. It could have been some sort of miscommunication, but now it's just like no communication. I do feel like somebody is into some sort of practice. Someone also could be into reading bones. Now, another thing is that someone could be studying or practicing a different form of what do you call it? Well, it's a medical practice, but it's when you look in someone's eye and you can tell like everything that's wrong with them. I don't know what that study is called, but there's a possibility that you're going to see someone who does that, or you are studying that. Something is like the map of the brain. I feel like you're receiving like these anonymous messages. Seems like you're also going to make some sort of a transformation. There is a rebirth. I feel like you're shedding skin, shedding ego, and becoming renewed. Someone may be trying to give you information about a fire sign and a water sign. Maybe something is confusing because it's two involved. Maybe you thought it was just one person, but there's two people involved. I feel that your guides want you to pay attention to red flags. Now, I feel like you also are going to need to make some sort of a decision. Whatever decisions you're having to make coming up, I feel like you need to trust your intuition. It's like you're not going to have a whole lot of information given to you to help you make a better decision. It's like this is an intuitive decision that you're having to make. Okay, I feel like somebody is dreaming about their mother. I don't know if you've already had this dream or if it's like a premonition that you're going to have soon. But I feel like there's something in regards to someone's mother. Yeah, especially if the mother is no longer here. It seems like they're trying to relay a message to you. feel like they want you to pay attention to something. Yeah. And again, I feel like there could be some sort of fertility issues that someone is having. For some of you, I feel that there could be changes coming to your job or your work or your routine. Like there are some changes coming. It could be an ending, or it could just be something changing drastically. I kind of feel too like if you keep a dream journal, make sure you refer back to it, because there may be a message in there for you that already came to you some time ago, like some sort of a warning. Creatively, I feel that something could inspire you, especially if you're a writer. Something may be inspiring you to write a ghost story or something that is scary or deals with the dead or death. Also, if you suffer from, some sort of death anxiety, it could be triggered. Any form of anxiety, but especially like death anxiety, where it just feels like death is near, or if not necessarily for you, it's just picking up on death. Now, sometimes I feel that that's also one of those signs that lets you know that spirit is around you. Like anytime you start to feel anxiety about death, it could be that it's because a spirit is literally passing through, and you can feel that. All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to deck number 3. You have the 9 of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Emperor, the Empress, Princess of Wands. Overall energy, 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and 3 of Swords. Okay, so I feel that you guys are in a position where you're becoming independent, It seems like at one point you were anticipating, company or help or something, and you never heard back, so you ended up doing something on your own, where you learned how to take care of yourself. So I feel like you're focusing on your independence. There's still some kind of anxiety it seems like you're dealing with. Or one minute you feel confident, and the next minute you're having these doubts. It seems like you're doing some kind of inner work. There could be anxiety in regards to your health or your finances as well. There's something that's getting ready to happen, something new. But I feel like whatever this new opportunity is, you're having to overcome your fears first. I think you're going to overcome them. In a love situation, I feel that two people have been single and had to heal. And it does look like, divine masculine and divine feminine are in the same vicinity of each other. So it's likely you could be connecting with your divine counterpart. Anytime they show up back to back like that, or in the same reading, I just really feel like it's talking about soulmates being nearby. But I feel like even if you do meet someone, it's like the both of you are very independent and need your space, especially if you've been single a long time. It would be an adjustment being in a relationship. So I feel like for the most part, this is people who can enjoy each other's company, but also separate and go off into their own space. Career-wise, I'm seeing like a birth of something new. This is good energy for being creative or wanting to start your own business. Maybe you're also thinking about business partnerships, or maybe you're just interacting with people who are business-minded. Two very passionate people coming together. So I feel like you're going to be very creative and maybe even think of a way to find your independence financially. You might also feel a sense of fulfillment. Something's going on where it seems like you're in a position to treat yourself or pamper yourself or enjoy like luxuries or comforts. Definitely feels like you're doing things for yourself. You're like, let me focus on me. Now, I think too, you might initially feel guilty just focusing on yourself, but then you get used to it, especially if you're a single parent and your child or children are going off to college, and now you have like all this free time. It's a little bit of happiness and guilt mixed in. Now, there also may be something significant in regards to a mother and father, or something like co-parenting. I feel like they aren't together. They could be, but something feels more like co-parenting. It could be that you and your child's father are trying to figure some things out. Or maybe someone is going off for the summer because they have custody and then you get custody the other half of the year. So it could be something like that. Yeah, but overall, I feel like your energy is more so fixated on yourself and creativity, and also maybe challenging yourself. You might do things that you don't normally do. You may be playing around with some ideas. There may be anxiety in regards to material things, whether it's finances, a car, a home, but there could be some anxieties in regards to that. I feel that if there is an issue that pops up, that you're going to find your way out of it. You're going to be okay. I feel like there are a lot of things that might have you feeling confused too. There may be a lot going on and you're trying to figure out what to focus on next. So in a love situation, I feel like somebody is attracted, but they're shy. There could be some sort of flirtation between you and another person. Okay, so I am getting some sort of energy that feels like manipulation, feels like it is like some sort of sorcery being used to make someone obsess. I don't know if it's like specific or if someone is just like doing some sort of love rituals and then it makes someone take notice and become obsessed. If someone is in a relationship, I almost feel like somebody is trying to pull the other person away. Like somebody from a distance, like maybe somebody wants your partner, so they're trying to lure them or seduce them. Now, there's a man out there who is observing a female, but feels like, in a sense, maybe she's above or on a pedestal or unattainable. He looks very confident, but he's having insecurities about approaching her. If he's into metaphysical things, I feel like he's remote viewing. I kind of feel like there's this man too who's also waiting from a response, and maybe you ignored this person's response. I don't think it was intentional. I kind of feel like you just didn't notice it, or you've been too focused on yourself to even realize that this guy was trying to get your attention. If you have a business partner, I feel that there's an attraction there, or romantic feelings could develop. It feels that you could have a really good business idea, but it could die if you don't do anything with it. Yeah. I feel like if you have some sort of business idea or something that you were working on creatively, if you stop nurturing it, I feel like it's going to go away. In regards to fertility, it's possible that someone is pregnant with a boy, or if you already have a son, spirit may be trying to reveal something to you about your son. Okay, someone is also maybe feeling confined. It may be that you're needing to get out the house. If you're a single parent, it's possible that either your child needs to be in an activity, or you need to find something to do for yourself, because someone is feeling confined and locked in and needs to be like set free. In a love situation, I feel like you could have been trying to move on from a fire sign, and like maybe you have been plagued by thoughts of this person, but ultimately I feel like you're going to be able to release that energy and let them go. Especially if it's some sort of spell work being used. I feel like something maybe is temporary, or it's wearing off. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.